Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about Trump and the Republican primary debates and why he certainly appears to be unwilling to engage in them. We will talk about what he said, his stated reasons, and then we're going to talk about what the logical reasons probably are. Because the stated reasons and the real reasons may not be the same thing. And I think that his reluctance may mean that he has learned something about himself. And it may actually be one of the smarter moves that he is going to make. Okay, so what did he say? I see that everybody is talking about the Republican debates, but nobody got my approval or the approval of the Trump campaign before announcing them. When you're leading by seemingly insurmountable numbers and you have hostile networks with angry Trump and MAGA, all caps, hating anchors asking the questions, in quotation marks, why subject yourself to being libeled and abused? Also, the second debate is being held at the Reagan Library, the chairman of which is amazingly Fred Ryan, publisher of the Washington Post. No! Exclamation point, all caps. So it certainly seems that the former president is unwilling to debate. But let's be real. These statements here, that his stated reasoning, that's just a normal day for Trump, isn't it? Doesn't that actually fire up his base typically when somebody that he can other, some network he can other, like goes after him? That normally coalesces his base. So that seems weird. So you have to look at other reasons he might not want to debate. The first is that Trump is actually not great at debating. He really isn't. He's good at insulting. He's good at deflecting. But after all of this time and already having served a term in office, that's not going to fly anymore. And he knows it. The other thing is that anytime he steps on that stage, either a moderator or another potential candidate is going to bring up things like, I don't know, his election claims. If he doubles down on them, he loses moderates. Moderates he needs to win. If he doesn't and backs away from them, he upsets his MAGA base. Jan 6, same thing. Documents, same thing. He has too many legal entanglements that can constantly be brought up. His debate, his debate posture can't be aggressive. The one thing that he can do well, insult, is just going to provoke other Republicans to talk about the many issues that accompany Trump. And then the other thing that I think is important is I think that Trump has realized what a lot of Republicans have realized. You can't win a primary without Trump, and you can't win a general with him. The stuff that he has to say to get his primary base fired up, it would hurt him in the general election. That rule, that applies to him too. The stuff that he would have to get out there and push, the rhetoric that he would have to use, will alienate moderate voters. It will alienate the general public, those that are outside of the Republican primary process. So he's in a no-win situation. He cannot win a debate by the real standards, the standards that matter, meaning convincing more people to vote for him. Because no matter what he does, he loses one side or the other. Trump has realized that Trump is not a great political brand. It's not a winning brand. He has to do a whole lot of very delicate backwalking and shifting his base while trying to bring in more moderates. I don't know that it's even possible, but that's what he's going to have to do if he wants to stand a chance. And all of this is against the background of all of these different legal cases that just keep coming. So it's probably a very smart move for him to bow out of the debates. He can't win. Doesn't matter what he does. And some of his rivals, they have kept their cards close to their chest. And Trump does not respond well to surprise. And I have a feeling that if he gets on the stage with them and he starts his normal Trumpiness, they're going to respond in kind. And it will definitely hurt him more than it hurts them if they do that, if they go on the offensive. So I think that's his real reasoning. Because the idea of, oh, they're against me, that's his brand. That's not a real reason. I mean, the other alternative is that he's just scared. He's older. He is not who he used to be. He has been... I do believe he has been humbled a little bit by the political process, and he may not be up to it anymore. I mean, that is an option, that he just doesn't have the nerves for it, which, I mean, he has given his opposition a lot of mud to sling at him. So it may be that. Or it may be the loyalty pledge. You know, he's afraid of losing, and he doesn't want to have to support another candidate, because deep down, he knows that he needs to win. On a personal level, he needs to win. So he may not want to rule out that third-party run. There's a lot of options as far as his reasoning. I don't think that one of the real options is, oh, the media doesn't like me. I mean, that's his brand. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.